and stay with it.
Better.
I love that. Don't go to your mind, go to the feeling, and open up, open up, open up. Welcome. Go to the feeling. Do the practice. You got this. Keep breathing. Yes. And I don't even want you to want it to feel better. I want you to love it as it is. Don't try to go where I want this to feel better. Because you don't love a kid for the kid to feel better. You love a kid unconditionally. You don't give a kid a lolly and say, oh, if I give you this lolly, you go away. So I want you to welcome exactly the feeling as it is. And don't give yourself any spiritual pressure that it has to move. I want you to welcome as it is right now. Because I feel like that's a pattern that you have. That you feel like you're only a good spiritual person if it goes right away. But it's not. I have crazy emotions. And I welcome them. And I have to remind myself to be like, no, we don't want this like to go away right away. Because sometimes I get used to it. It goes away so fast. But a lot of times you have to stay with it. So welcome it right now as it is. Be with it as it is.
Put space around it.
You said there's space around it?
Yeah. To like give it the space and like
open up to it. Like, yeah, give it the space. And you can almost say, I love that. Say, I love that. Be there with it. This is your little you that needs to be nurtured right now before you can nurture any kids.
Right.
You got to be with you first before you can be with someone else.
Right. And that is actually something I was exploring, was doing, because I learned over the summer. I had a life-changing summer, and I think we all did in some way. But I learned that I have a lot of inner child work or shadow work that I could have done. And I mean, I wanted to explore that. So I got a workbook, and as soon as I started doing the work by myself, it was too much. Like I felt it was just so.
And let me tell you why, because you don't need to do it.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
No. Because people go in this trap, they get addicted to shadow work and think they have to look for those things. If you look for those things, bad. Don't do that. The most important thing in life is to follow your joys, to follow your excitements.
Right.
And with no insistence on the outcome, and actually what happens is your excitements will bring up the new challenges, the new emotions, and then you welcome along the way. But don't look for it. Never look for it.
Yeah.
It's an endless pit. It's an endless pit. So
and that must be why it didn't feel good. And I actually was going to go to like an 8-week course someone was offering on Instagram, and
fuck that.
It was it was thousands of dollars. I was like, no way, I don't.
Look,
I mean, I
the
want to
most
heal
important
myself.
thing in life is follow your excitement. That's it. Follow your excitement. That's the most important thing. So the formula, I sent you the video, right? You remember? Moment to moment, you ask yourself from all the Bashar video that I sent you. Remember that? I don't know if you've seen it maybe a few days ago. Yes. It's a moment to moment thing. It's not like you're big, oh, I want to work with kids. I want to do this. If you have the excitement to drink a glass of water right now, go and do it with no insistence on the outcome. Today, I had the excitement to go hiking. I went hiking, no insistence on the outcome. Your mind might come and say, oh, but gas money or this and that. You just go because it will raise your vibration. You will get new ideas. And over time, it will lead you to working with kids.
Right.
Let me give you an example. Let's say you have 10 options. You could go to the beach. You could go hang out with your boyfriend. You can go to a bookstore. You can go bowling. You can go call a friend. You can go skydiving, and 4 more options. Let's say you look at all the options in the moment. Always ask yourself in the moment. Don't ever go in your head, be like, oh, this could be this. No, in the moment, you ask yourself, and what would feel lighter? And let's say it's going to the beach. Go to the beach. Even if your mind's like, oh no, gas money, or you have to do this work, you have to do this homework. Go, because the universe guides you in that direction. And a lot of times it guides you in that direction. And let's say you drive, and just before the beach, there's like a restaurant, like a sushi. And you're like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'm excited to eat there right now. You go, you sit at the bar. There might be like a bartender. She talks to you, and she's like, and because you're so excited to go to the beach, you get to talk. And she's like, oh, I'm so excited. I have this audition tomorrow for Fast and Furious. And it's an open call. And you're like, oh my God, I'm an actor too. I want, and she's like, it's an open call. You can go. I'll give you the address. You go the next day, and you're exactly what the director looked for. And you would have never known about it if you didn't go. It's a small example, right? It's like really fast your life changes. But I could give you like a whole like turnaround. Like you could have gone to the beach and you could have walked on the beach, and on the beach you feel so good that you raise your vibration and you get this idea. Oh, I really want to do this acting class. What would be the highest excitement? Oh, I want to do an improv class. You go to the improv class. You meet people. They want to do a short film. You do the short film. They send it out to a film festival. It blows up. You blow up like that. Like it's all these, but you don't see it. Your logical mind doesn't know it. Kyle C says your logical mind only knows what it can lose. It doesn't know what it can win. So I need you to shift your paradigm from, oh, let me figure this out, to the next month, I want you to make this an emotional path to, I just want to make myself feel better, as good as I can. So even right now, if you have to work at your job to make money because your belief system is saying that, because eventually your excitement will support you. If you have to go right now, make it as exciting as you can. Maybe it's not super exciting, but make it as interesting as you can. Maybe you can laugh with the people. Maybe you can play chess. Maybe you can listen to music in between. When I was driving Uber, I made it as fun as I could. I was hitting on girls. I was just if I was driving to like, if I was driving like to a place where I wanted to eat, I was like, I'll stop. I don't care about the money. I want to eat here. It's exciting. If people invited me to like a party and I wanted to go, I was like, I go. And like people I didn't know in the car, or because I always love to make videos, I would record in the car with the people. And I don't know if you've seen like my videos from the beginning, but I went viral like this. In the beginning, everything unfolded, which I didn't know the path, how it would unfold it, but everything unfolded this way. So I want you to like trust for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I know that's happened in the past. Like I've gone to do something that it was spontaneous and I just did it, and then something awesome. I know it's happened. I just can't think of it right now.
You just need to
but I
get
know
more
what you
momentum.
mean. Right.
You need to live from that paradigm compared to the large, because the less resistance you have in life, the more these things will happen and it will shift.
Right.
So from all the things I just said, what are things that you resonate with? What do you feel light about? What do you think would like you would be excited to practice and use?